the top 10 best Xbox Game Pass RPG role-playing games to check out. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. And if you are grabbing Xbox Game Pass, consider using the affiliate link in the video description as it takes you to the Microsoft Store and supports content on the channel. So, we've got Fable 2, a delightfully enchanting tale of action, mystery, and exciting fantasy where morality is at the forefront of the experience. Do you walk a lighter path? Do you walk a darker path? Do you kind of go down the middle? Do you buy all of the real estate in the land? I say yes. Go on this magical, exciting journey that will be filled with treachery and deceit and action and adventure and, of course, all of the classic humor and styling of what a Fable game is and what is typically considered the best of the Fable franchise, a delightfully great time and a generally great game. This is Dragon Age Origins. So this experience allows you to enjoy some really classic role-playing action as you kind of build up a character and build up a team as you face off against various foes and enemies as you explore this land, enjoying this rich, expansive lore of the Dragon Age franchise. There are quite a few of them available. I picked Origins because I do actually think this one is, quite intriguing from a story perspective, but, very well you could jump into the other Dragon Age games. They're all pretty good for role-playing, and all FPS boosted as well, which is just an excellent option for getting that higher frame rate. So not only do you get the magic, the excitement, the combat, the thrills of building your party and your team within this Dragon Age, but it also runs at a much smoother frame rate, which is kind of incredible and awesome to enjoy these classics. This is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which of course is part of the new line of more RPG-focused Assassin's Creed games. They are massive, they are large, they are detailed, they are expansive. They feel as though they never really do end, and Odyssey is really just insanely massive, whether you want to do land combat, whether you want to run about on horseback, whether you want to sail the seas, which are really quite expansive. There's an intense story, an intense endgame, a massive world to really traverse and explore at your own pace. These intense factions going off against one another and you're sort of picking and choosing sides, flipping, flopping, stabbing, and really becoming your own sort of assassin within this massive world and playground for you to do whatever you want in at your own pace. This is The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim, the ultimate classic role-playing experience where you are thrown off into the world, having to deal with a dragon after things almost just don't go your way. This experience is massive with all of the expansive content that was released in one upgraded package. You also get the awesome ability to have mods. So you get to go beyond the scope of what the core game is with mod support, which is awesome. And I mean, it's the Elder Scrolls. It's Skyrim, a multi-generational game that just does not seem to be going away anytime soon. But it really is a quest of adventure and decision-making and choices and action and magic and exploration and character development and chatting and building your skills, dealing with monsters, dealing with dragons, and really being your own character. This is Fallout New Vegas. Head down to the open desert plains for this apocalyptic land where things fell apart in a little bit of a different way. Make choices, enjoy action, shoot things, blast stuff, enjoy the FPS boosted, exciting, thrilling action as you make your choices, enjoy what is always considered such a fan favorite Fallout experience where your combination of choices really do kind of change the course of the action of a simple courier that's just trying to find out what happened, and that's kind of the fun of this one, is just the weird things you see, the choices you make, the action you have, the places you visit along the way, and then ultimately the setup and the scenario that plays out based on what you decide when it all comes down to those final moments of action and choice. This is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Speaking of choices, the Mass Effect Legendary kind of collection basically has the full scope of the Mass Effect franchise, 1, 2, and 3, where your combined choices all the way from the first game, I would go all the way to the third game, if you'd like to do that. You get to create your own Shepard and enjoy an enhanced, upgraded experience where you are going out into space and doing things such as diplomacy, shooting stuff, making those intense decisions that will impact not only, the fate of your crew, but also the fate of the overall universe and the systems and everything that man and all of the species you work with have created as you battle against these ultimate large factions across these really epic space opera-like experiences that are set out in each game. This is The Outer Worlds, another space adventure. I consider this to really be like Fallout in space. I really like The Outer Worlds. It's funny, it's weird, it really feels like I am role-playing a character, where I can make like a character where I go and I shoot things. I can make a character where I go and I'm charismatic and I sweet talk my way through. Your choices will definitely cause rippling effects for everyone that you have to deal with along the way. You can do stuff tactically, you can do stuff in a chatty way, you get to enjoy some weird places with, again, a very different sense of humor that just works so well for this type of game. I was genuinely surprised by just how great The Outer Worlds is, how fun it is, and how engaging this experience is, where you just make crazy choices and then see how it all plays out, and then it's small enough that you can replay it, which is awesome. This is Fallout 3, another Fallout on the list? What? Yeah, go to a different sort of wasteland where you get to enjoy not only the FPS boost, but also a bit of a resolution bump up as well. It looks clean, it looks sharp, and you do once again get to make choices in how you go about exploring this world. I'd actually say New Vegas actually quite leans on the concepts and the design of this one, I mean, obviously. But yeah, you get to go out and try to figure out what happened to your father, what's going on, what are the mysteries here, and you get to do that at really entirely your own pace. There's lots of exciting DLC and adventures for this one. It was massive in scope, it was so impressive for its particular time. And then to dive in and really make your choices that will change the world around you is rather exciting. And yeah, this one just offers a lot of interesting places to go and things to see. Like The Elder Scrolls Online, another Elder Scrolls title, and a different one at that too. I thought this was a really good choice because this is a MMORPG, so it's something you can play with others. You can do like groups, there's large-scale battles, but it's all the Elder Scrolls content that you might like in style of play from, say, Skyrim, but expanded into these massive over the year and multi-year adventures that you get to go on. So it really is a story where you craft a character, or even multiple characters if you want to, and you get to use them over a long period of time where there's always a new chapter, always new dungeons, always new things to do. And the game, if you're starting out fresh, has such a wealth of content from years of expansions and upgrades that you really can kind of create whatever sort of character you want and play whatever sort of role you want in this large, ever-expanding universe. It's pretty awesome. This is Persona 5, the intense, action-packed thrill of, well, basically unleashing your powerful persona. This entry is massive. It's lengthy, it's got all the zany action you would expect, it's got a bumping soundtrack that I could never use in videos, which is such a shame because it's awesome. The combat is flashy, the game is expansive, there's these crazy amounts of cool characters that have all these dynamic story elements to them. It's just really good. Persona 5 is very well done, and it's a standout in a series of generally really excellent games. I mean, that's really well known from anyone that checks out Persona. So once again, be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. And if you are grabbing Game Pass, consider using that affiliate link. And there you go. Great RPGs to check out and enjoy.